Egos. Everybody has them. There's an overabundance of egos out there. In fact, if it were a commodity, nobody would buy it, nobody would sell it, and nobody would trade it. Because it's pervasive. It is everywhere. And because it's everywhere, it is utterly worthless. Now, when we examine the internet, what we see is not just egos. We see egos amplified to incredible heights. We see people who become so self-centered and so full of themselves that they believe they are above us.
To my knowledge, I was one of the first, if not the first person, to seriously use the books for overall theorizing. Let me tell you, people hated it at the time. They despised it. They're like, why would you do that? Why would you talk about the books? But those theories actually helped me predict that William Afton was going to be the villain, that Charlie was going to be revealed to be the puppet, that Sister Location was buried under the Afton house, and that Michael Afton was the Foxy Bro. And that's just a few of the conclusions they helped me reach. And now, here we are, a whopping 7 years later. I've got a couple of gray hairs, and the pendulum has swung completely in the other direction. Now, the community holds me and all the other FNAF theorists hostage if we're not looking at the books, or if we're looking at them improperly, and not treating them as 100% canon to the events of the game. Long story short, time is a powerful thing.
And now, why is that? How do they get to that point? How do they get an ego so large that they believe they're better than us? Well, because of us. It's our fault. We have created monsters on the internet. We've created monsters on the internet by 5-starring videos. We have created monsters on the internet by commenting, by favoriting, by subscribing. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be a fan of something. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of something. But what I want to discuss in this video is one of the things that is killing the internet. It is egos. Egos of content creators. Now, I want you to sit back and think of this. Think of how many times you've personally seen this. You go to somebody's page. Let's take YouTube, for example, because it is the mecca of fucking egos on the internet. Let's say you go to a YouTube page, and it's a popular person. They have thousands of subscribers. And you're looking through their page, and they've got their videos, and they've got everything else, and then you look over at the description, and you see something a little awkward. In that description they have, don't tell me what to make, don't request anything, don't comment about this on my page. If you're going to comment about this on my video, make sure it's about this. Don't ask me this, don't ask me that, don't ask me that. They set all these hoops up for you to jump through. Because don't you dare, don't you ever dare to offer criticism or feedback.
And let me tell you, have I got a theory for you. It is a theory that you are absolutely guaranteed to hate. Get your pitchforks ready, my friends. I am prepared to get dragged all across Twitter and Reddit for this one. But then again, honestly, that's kind of to be expected at this point, because that's largely been the response to a lot of our FNAF theories lately.
We have let these people become self-centered because we feed their ego. You know, and think of how ballsy these fuckers are. Alright, they will sit there and they'll say, donate money to me, I need money. 5-star my videos, subscribe, comment, favorite all my stuff. And then once you've done that, once you become a statistic to them, once you become part of that base that builds up this ego for them, they turn around and say, fuck you. Fuck you, you're not important. Fuck you, I'm not going to have a dialogue with you. Fuck you, I'm not going to interact with you. You are beneath me. You are not equal to me in any way, and I don't have to respond to you for any reason whatsoever. Now, they've got people on the, especially on YouTube. People on YouTube have gotten away with this shit for far too fucking long. Far too long. Because we allow them to get away with it. We allow them to get to this level of egotism, of self-centeredness. We allow them to reach this point where they think they're so good that we don't matter anymore. And, God forbid that you finally do, break free of that, mind control, that cult mentality, and, say, wow, I disagree with this, or, you could have done this better.
Any theory that I release at this point starts with this massive wave of comments like, Matt's theorizing has gone downhill at this point. His latest FNAF theories are lazy, proper research is not being done. He's clearly running out of material. I'm genuinely wondering if he's even passionate about this franchise anymore. There is a difference between telling theories and straight up telling misinformation. Harsh, right?
Because there are two types of fans on the internet. There is the fan who can take it or leave it. They might be a fan of something, they might be subscribed to it, and they'll watch the videos, and they'll like them, and they'll think, oh, that's artsy, or, funny, or whatever the fuck it is that attracted to them in the first place. And then, for whatever reason, if they just stop liking it, they'll walk away. It's a buffet to them. They sample a little bit here, they sample a little bit there, and they're done. On the other hand, are the fanboys. Now, the fanboys I feel sorry for, because not only are they the cause of the problem, they are what perpetuates it. They have allowed, they've built into building up this ego. They have helped to make this person who they are, this egocentric asshole. And then they actually believe it when the person turns around and tells them, fuck you, you're not important. Now here you are saying, oh, well, you fucked up in this video, or, oh, you made a wrong reference, or you did something stupid. Whatever. You made a response, and whatever. You're throwing it out there. Maybe it's honest, maybe you're just being a dick, who knows. But you throw it out there. Now they turn around, because they're sheeple. They're not people, they're sheeple. They turn around and say, how dare you insult the master? How dare you? And so you've got an army of these fuckers to deal with. Because they are so low on the totem pole. They have no self-respect or dignity that they believe it when they're told they're not worth anything. This is killing the internet. We've allowed these fuckers to get out of control. Absolutely out of control. They get these subs, they get these favorites, and they literally measure their self-worth by it. I mean, think of how pathetic that is. Think of how pathetic it is to measure your self-worth by your view count, by your star count, by your sub count. I mean, what kind of life are you leading where that is what you measure your worth by? It's not the deeds you did or the people you know or the things you've done in life, but YouTube, of all fucking things, is how you measure your worth? That's fucking pathetic. And I see this everywhere, and it just drives me nuts. It drives me nuts because they have this sense, it's this entitlement that they think they're owed. They think they really are owed this. That we should submit, that we should bow down and recognize their genius. And they will go on rants and tirades about shit. They will blame us for drama. They will blame us for drama, of all fucking things.
Where I propose that Gregory is indeed the robotic reincarnation of the crying child. When I look online, this is often the one that people point to as the point where MatPat fell off, where he literally lost the thread of the games, and to this day, it has entered the hallowed pantheon of theories that get memed to death. Sans' nest, the king that rules them all, right? And more often than not, that robot theory gets boiled down to this singular graphic right here, so much so that we actually started to meme on it ourselves. Here's the thing, Gregory as a robot is now a theory that has spawned over 4 other theories and constitutes over 15,000 words. And so dismiss it as purely white kid in striped shirt go brrr. Isn't that you just falling into the same trap that you, the internet accusers, have leveled at me? You say that I ignore evidence, that I don't do my research, that I ignore key details just to forward my intended narrative, but isn't that exactly what you're doing there? I mean, look at the facts, and for the sake of clarity and for the sake of your screenshots, I'll try to keep it all on a singular page since I know that you all love to boil my theories down to one image.
We didn't start the drama, motherfucker. You did. You did by getting out of control. Me telling you that you're out of control is not the drama. You throwing a fit, that's the fucking drama. You're the cause of the drama, motherfucker. Not me. Not people like me, not other people on the internet who disagree with your bullshit. You are the cause of it. Don't turn around and tell me that I don't have a right to respond, or that if I'm doing it, I'm just some troll. And, that's another thing I'd like to raise. People come down on trolls saying they're fucking horrible. Some of them are. Some are just dicks to be dicks, which is humorous, but a majority of trolls, I think, are the ones who are really tuned into this. They've actually seen through the bullshit. They've seen these people get out of control, and they've decided to knock them down a few pegs. And they do it in different ways, but they take shots at them. They take shots at them to chip away at that superego and to drop them down to the to the level of a normal person.
A lot of FNAF theorists are receiving the same sort of constructive criticism online. John from the channel FNAF, he is regularly told that, quote, his recent theories are horrible. Yes, I went to a printer and actually printed that out so I could read it. John lied about the contents of the most recent story. And, here's another one, I don't want to be rude, but the mimic and baby theory sucks. I don't want to be rude, huh? Well, you might want to look up the definition of what it means to be rude there, friendo. And it's not just me and John either. Rytoast, another FNAF theorist, also involved with this one. He was told that his theories massively whiff. I mean, honestly, the list could go on and on here. The feedback is endless, but the TLDR of all of this is that I went down the line of FNAF theorists and I just kept seeing the same thing over and over again. It's not just my theories that are getting all this hate, it's all theories. And that's weird. But at this rate, if we don't actually stop to take the time and address it, I worry that it could actually end up harming this community and the whole FNAF franchise as a whole. First off, I think it's important that we set some context here. Every FNAF theory that we release at this point is met with the internet largely dismissing it as insane, or jumping the animatronic Felix the Shark, such as, Cassie Dad is Bonnie Bro. It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, says one commenter. Great. I mean, I also said that Deadpool is Ernest Hemingway. I'd say that one was dumber, but sure, go for it. Maybe you missed that one. Daycare attendant's endoskeleton teeth match the mimic. This one right here says, it is dumb, 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 dumb. Agree to disagree on that one. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, and this one here is a classic. Gregory's a robot. This theory is literal cancer. No, my friend. No, it's not. It is not a literal cancer. And if me suggesting that a fictional character in a YA murder bunny game is a robot is that bad to you, go touch grass.
And of course, that starts all sorts of shit. That's more drama on the internet. I love that. People throw that word around like it means something. Drama. So what? So it's drama. Deal with it, motherfucker. It's the internet. And this is the internet. The internet is founded on one fucking principle and one principle alone. I can. Why'd you do it? Because I can. Why'd you download those ROMs? Because I can. Why'd you get that illegal music? Because I can, motherfucker. It's the internet. Deal with it. Don't you dare attack me. You're just starting drama. Like it's some kind of shield. They raise this up like it's a shield to protect their ego. Pull the drama shield out. Somebody's telling me I'm an asshole. And then, they send their legions of fans after you. The legion of fans who doesn't know they're being treated like shit. These fanboys, these rabid idiots, don't realize that they're nothing but a jackpot to most people on YouTube. They're either paying them money or they're feeding their ego. So this motherfucker's getting what he needs. What are you getting out of it? Or a couple videos on
Five Nights at Freddy.
a rant you like? A high-pitched little fucker running around with 1 million subscribers? It is killing the internet. Try this. Try this experiment. See if you're a fanboy or a fan. Go through your subscriber list and look at everyone that you're subscribed to. And go to their homepage and read what they put down for people who are fans of theirs. Read if they have these warnings and these, criteria that you need to do. And see if you put up with it. I want you to really examine who are you subscribed to and how do they treat you. Do they ever accept your feedback? What kind of person are you? Are you a fanboy or are you a fan? And if you come to find out that you're a fanboy, you're subscribed to these assholes with these egos, can you sever that tie? Can you actually step away from it and realize what it is?